Good afternoon and welcome to this first session. Let us remember that the reason for this meeting is to be clear about the information from the investigation that we have so far. For months, we have done an exhaustive follow-up, and it is time to organize what we have. Is Rick an android or not?
Well, guys, I honestly believe that he is an android because during the first week of investigation, we knew about his desire of getting a real animal. And this is because he wants to hide his real identity. Also, he has not been affected by the radioactive dust. So I think that that is so sketchy.
I understand the point of Detective Sebastian, but doesn't the fact that he wants to get a live animal demonstrate a clear need to feel surrounded by something alive just like him? I believe that more than hiding something, he wants not only to have a higher social status, but he wants to feel that connection that perhaps he doesn't have with his wife, Iron, that we already know they fight a lot. Besides that, we should keep in mind that if he were an android, he wouldn't mind if his wife manipulated in some way his feelings with the pen-fill machine, as we already know. So these facts could guide us that he's also a human.
Well, I got your points, alright, but during week number 3, we were informed that Dave Holden was attacked by an android Nexus 6, which are smarter and harder to identify even with the void camp test. Therefore, how do we really know if Rick is a human being? Finally, what makes me sure Rick is an android is because he realized that Rachel was an android, but he's helping her, and that is why in week number 6 we received confident evidence saying that Rachel is living in a new apartment, trying to hide her identity.
Alright, yes, but back with the evidence within week 2 and week number 3 only shows that Rick maybe could be a part of those humans that radiation may not affect as much, right? Just taking into account that point. Not like the well-known Isidore that we already know. Now, taking into account your point, it is wrong to affirm that because first, Rick knows that androids were created just to help humans to migrate, right, to another planets. So he's concerned about human life, and this is getting out of control. However, these first pieces of evidence that we have here do not really assure us anything. Isn't a human faculty wanting to help when you see something that is unfair or when you see someone innocent? It's a human faculty. The fact that he wants to help Rachel only shows empathy. In the test, in the void camp test, of course Rick will pass it without fail.
Colleagues, but something very distracting happens in week 7, with the whole issue of Horace Cup dying and Isidore trying to convince his owner to replace him with an electric cat by orders of Slot. Actually, these are external things to the whole case, so we can get anything out of that. However, after Brian assigned him to retire Pollock for attacking Dave Holden and then the genre opera singer during weeks 8 and 9, Rick is assured that his interest in female androids has increased with global lift, so objectively, I can say that Rick is not an android, as he couldn't feel strange about something that is totally new to him even with emotional reactions.
I think we are not taking into account this guy, Garland. He interviewed Rick, and I'm sure he's the next name in Rick's list of targets. I'm confused with this case also because Garland says Raj joined them a week later. I'm sure he is an android. The supposed new Hall of Justice is a configuration used by androids to counter bounty hunters' efforts. And last but not least, remember the fact that androids habitually avoid attracting attention. This girl, Luva, and Rick have an affair. Rick feels empathy for androids. That's why he feels attraction for her. We have to be focused on this case and don't lose Rick. don't forget our meeting next Friday, and we will see the evidence and progress. I don't want any mistake, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay, see you next week.
See you.
All right, Mrs. See you next week.